Did you know that you can be underinsured in your homeowner's insurance and you did not even know? Well, we sure were, but not anymore. Hi, my name is Anna Smith and I am broker owner of Blumar Realty. And for today, I have invited Robin Kiltz to talk to us about the possibilities of you being underinsured or overinsured in your home. Hi Robin, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing fine. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, who you work for, and a little bit about your company?
Sure. So I work for Greg Schindler State Farm. It's an independent office. Each office is owned independently, but we all are State Farm captive agencies.
Okay.
Greg's been in his office for 3 years. We're right on the Palm Harbor Clearwater border. It's a family-owned business. Him and his wife run it. And I mean, I love it there. I like helping the people, explaining things. So it's a great office to be at.
Very cool. Now, for some people that are planning on moving down to here to Florida, or that are not here from Florida, can you explain to us a little bit about how different the Florida insurances can be from other states?
Sure. So obviously we all know the big thing about hurricanes, right? Because we're coming into hurricane season. I'm from New York, so I didn't know anything about it when we moved down here. The biggest thing is, you know, you have to make sure, first of all, that you have hurricane coverage, because it's not automatically in your policy. There's different deductibles.
Okay.
So that's a big factor. And flood insurance is huge, because there's no flood coverage in your homeowner's policy. It's a whole separate policy.
Yeah, I know we're very close to the water, and our flood insurance policy is actually completely separate from the homeowner's insurance. So
Yes.
I do get that. All right. Now, what are some of the policy components that people need to consider when they're shopping for new insurance, or if they are thinking of taking a look at their current insurance policy and then making some changes?
Sure. So the biggest thing is your dwelling.
Okay.
And if you pull out a declarations page, it should have everything listed there for you. And the dwelling is obviously your structure. So what it's going to cost to replace your home if something happens to it and it's destroyed.
Okay.
The second thing is your personal property. That's anything in there. If you took your home and you tipped it upside down and it falls out, that's your personal property.
Okay.
So, you know, you want to make sure you have enough coverage for that. Some of the other things I tell people to look at is liability, because you can adjust that. Loss of use is a big one. So if your house is destroyed somehow and you have to go live somewhere else while they're rebuilding it, loss of use is going to help you pay for that. So it's not coming out of your pocket and you're not paying rent plus your mortgage together.
Okay.
So those are the big things.
Very good. Now, what are the most commonly things in the property that people think that they are covered under their policies, but they truly are not?
Right. I said it earlier, flood insurance is the biggest thing. So that's probably one of the misunderstood things in Florida.
Okay.
The second's going to be your screen enclosures. If you have a pool or you have a lanai that's a fully screened enclosure, a lot of policies in the state of Florida exclude that from coverage.
Okay.
And those can be pretty costly. There, a bunch of them have limits on water damage. So if a pipe bursts and your house has a lot of damage, they may limit you to $10,000.
Oh, wow.
So you really want to check your policy and make sure you have those things covered.
Okay. Very nice. Now, from helping me being in this business for so long, I get to talk to a lot of insurance agents, and they get to teach me a little bit here and there. Of course, I'm not the expert. You are. But one of the things that they always talk to the clients, or my clients, to the new buyers especially, is the different options for the coverage. Can you explain to us what that is?
So,
And give us some examples.
yeah, there's a lot of, every policy comes with basic stuff, and then there's a lot of different endorsements you can add on. One thing that I always tell people to get is backup of sewer and drain.
Okay.
If that water comes up inside your house and you don't have that coverage, you're going to pay out of pocket.
Gotcha.
So, and we know that's expensive.
And stinky.
Liability on policies can be adjusted. So most policies will come with $100,000 worth of liability. You can increase that, you know, depending on what your needs are. Again, we mentioned flood. It's not included in your policy. Dog liability or pet liability is another big one.
Okay.
So if your pet happens to nip someone, yeah.
Okay.
So pretty much most companies do not cover that at all.
Gotcha.
So if you have a little baby around, you want to ask and make sure that it's covered.
Okay. Now, if someone wants to talk to you and say, "Hey, Robin, now that you talked about all this stuff, I'm really concerned about if I have the proper insurance or the proper coverage in my house. Could you look at it and see maybe they could be overinsured or maybe they could be underinsured? Will that be something that you can do for them?"
Yeah, so we do that all the time in our office.
Mhm.
That's one of the things we kind of pride ourselves on is customer service and helping, even if you're not a customer, I tell people, you bring me your policy, I'm going to look at it and tell you if I think it's good, you need more, you need less, because, yeah, sometimes you might have too much insurance. Circumstances change all the time, especially, nowadays people are out of work, so there's a lot of things that can change in your life every day. But if you can bring in a declarations page, we can go through it. We have ways to do a replacement cost calculator on your home so we can figure out what the value would be to rebuild it and make sure that you have enough there. Talk about your liability and, your personal property.
Okay. Are there any other tips that you may want to tell homeowners or maybe future homeowners on what to look for and what to consider when looking into insurance?
My biggest thing is always price shouldn't be the main factor.
Okay.
There's a lot of things that go into that. So when you talk about hurricane coverage, you can take a deductible up to 10% of your dwelling cost. Some people don't realize that until they need that coverage and they've got a $15,000 or $20,000 deductible.
Wow.
So that's the biggest thing to look at. Again, we're coming into hurricane season. So pull your policy out, go through it, look at those deductibles. Generally, you can only change that at renewal time. So you really need to look at those.
Okay. Well, that was a lot of good information, a lot of things to consider. And like we said, if you're concerned on what kind of insurance your policy has, just give her a call, contact me, or find out if you are overinsured or underinsured. Well, I hope this helps. If you have any questions, give us a call. I'll go ahead and put all of her contact information at the end of this video. And thank you for watching. Stay tuned. Bye. Thank you for coming, by the way.
You're welcome.
There you go.